Oh man, my voice wasn't even on here. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been over here talking the whole time. But we are at the bye week. I think I got to get Katie to advance one more time. I done talked the whole 4 minutes and y'all didn't hear me. But I'm gonna bring this up one more time before we get started because my mic was not on. But as I was mentioning, you guys have got to get your game in. Y'all got to get y'all game in. We only had 2 conference championship games played. Several of you got forced wins. Can't happen again. Can't happen again. There's too many teams that's in the race to make the playoffs. You got Boise State sitting at 14 with 2 losses. You got Indiana sitting at 19 that's going to win the SEC. Mizzou sitting at 16. They're going to win the American. We don't know what's going to happen with them. But you got TCU that just won the ACC. Arizona won the Pac-12. We know Cal and Kentucky's going to stay into their 2 spots. So, once again, there's a lot of teams that has a shot to make the playoffs. We don't know what the committee is going to do right now. You also had Iowa State who left the league. So that's how Mizzou got the win. We don't know if the committee is going to reward 2 American teams or do they be kicked out of the postseason? Or do somebody get a forced win in the first round? We don't know what is going to happen with these situations. So we're going to get ready to find out. Once again, you guys got to lock in on your playoff game. If you done got to this stage, there's no reason why it should take more than 48 hours to try to play your game. Did it happen since the first season? That got to change. That got to change. Because there's too many people that's trying to make the college football playoffs for you to get to the conference title stage and don't have a reason to play. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. A lot of folks didn't even crack the playoffs yet that's trying to get in. So if you're in this position, man, make it time to play your game. That's all I got to say on that. But on a positive note, we're about to find out the official bracket. KD advanced to week 16. We're about to advance one more time, and we're going to get the official top 25 bracket, and we're about to find out who is actually in. I'm finding out just like y'all. Shout out to my boy KD. This is his stream right now. I'm currently not at home, but we wanted to be gracious enough to make sure that y'all got a show. So here we go. Dang, that commit with the SMU. Dang, nephew. We all see it live. Okay. So, Boston College is still into the college football playoffs. As you see, just came up on the bracket. We see one matchup just happened. There goes. Congrats to Chris Jones from the University of West Virginia. They're in the playoffs. But we're about to find out the bracket. KD is going to be in the first round against UCF, so that's one game. So it looks like UCF didn't drop far. So here we go. The official bracket for the 12-team college football playoffs is set. So moving to the number 1 seed is still Kentucky. The number 2 seed with a bye week is Arizona. The 3 seed is Cal with a bye week. The number 4 seed is TCU. TCU won the ACC. TCU won the ACC. So now, let's look at the first round. At number 5, it is SMU getting into the college football playoffs. They're hosting the American winner, which is Mizzou. At number 6, you got UCF that's going to be hosting Boston College at 10-3. The number 7 seed, Louisville, still made the playoffs hosting West Virginia. And in the last playoff game, Auburn looks like they got a forced win and will be advancing to play Kentucky into the second round. It would have been Iowa State. So 2 American teams cracked the playoffs and the SEC was eliminated. Wow. But here's the reality of the situation with this. Slim making the first ever getting the first. So no, here's the thing: the American had Nick got a chance to stay, would have had that bye week, and he went on the road in the first round, but because his game he had a forced loss set, that moved the American as the last seed into the college football playoffs. So because he was an automatic qualifier, Ryan is in the playoffs at number 12, as I mentioned before. So that is how this situation is setting up. So so also remember, it also goes, the previous bracket showed that there was no automatic qualifier from the SEC. We thought they were going to give the reward to the SEC, but they didn't. So this is your top four. So the ACC winner got a bye, the Big 12 winner got a bye, the Big 10 winner got a bye, and Arizona got a bye. They won the Pac-12. And then you got to the best at large. We'll go to the brackets, to the rankings soon. Yeah, the unfortunate thing was, since you were at number 19, it might have been too much of a jump. The thing about Ryan, they were in an automatic qualifier. So that kind of is a situation for the SEC. So this is the reason that they fell into. But let's see. Tim said the committee. Hey, this is what happens. You won the conference, so he did draw a now. I see what Tevin is saying. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. Arizona won the Pac-12, and either gonna play the winner of West Virginia or Louisville. Ooh. That's a horrible draw in the quarterfinals. So he'll be hosting either or in Atlanta. Cal will either take on Boston College or UCF in the Rose Bowl. Kentucky and Auburn will face off at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. And TCU will either face SMU or Mizzou. So this is your official bracket. But again, also, if y'all pay attention to the seeding, SMU finished as the number 2 ranked team in the country. That is why they're sitting at number 5. Also, so the number 1 team is Kentucky, number 2 team is SMU. The number 3 team is still UCF, despite losing the ACC title game. That put them in the 6th spot. So let's see who's the rest of the bracket. Number 4 is Arizona. That's why they are sitting at number 2. SMU, of course, is the 5th seed. But the number 5 team in the country is Cal. They're his 3rd seed. Number 6 in the country is Louisville. They didn't drop too far because they were basically playing the top 10 user. Number 7 is TCU. So TCU went from number 12 to number 7 by winning the ACC. Auburn stayed at number 8. We knew going into this week they were going to be in and get a home playoff game. They dropped Iowa State from 5 to 9. This is the reality of the situation. When you if you enter this week with a high seed and you're not outside of that top 10, you likely going to make the playoffs. And that's what the committee just showed you. Auburn got in at 8. Iowa State's at 9. Of course, this game is going to be a forced win to Auburn. Number 10 is West Virginia. They were number 11 entering the week. At number 11 is Boston College. Boston College was not going to miss the playoffs because, number 1, they made the title game. When you make the title game, you're still going to get into the college football playoffs for the most part, unless you are outside of that 10. Number 12 is the American winner, which is Mizzou. So this is how the bracket's set up. But I'm going to get my boy KD to go to the official college football ranking, and let's see who was left out just short of making the college football playoffs. Let's see. Slim Pickens said, I don't care who it is. Slim to the Natty. Okay. Number 2 team, ranked team in the country. Don't get shot. Hey, listen, you're in. So that's the beauty of it. You're in. So, of course, as you see, this is the bracket from 1 to 13. Wow, they moved West Virginia back up to number 12. But as we mentioned, because Mizzou won their conference, they were going to automatically jump Virginia Tech for the last spot. Virginia Tech had 3 losses, did not make the conference title game, so they were not going to be in. So that's the result. So everybody moved up. Boston College just fell into the 11th spot, and then Virginia Tech. The problem with Virginia Tech, because they didn't make a conference title game, even with them being ranked number 12, if you pay attention to the college football playoffs in real life, South Carolina was in the same position in real life. They didn't play in a conference title game, so they're not in. Alrighty, so just we continue to explain the bracket. This is the situation. This is the situation that they are in right now. I'm gonna get Katie to scroll past number 13. I want to say that 14 would probably be Boise State. So this shows you how close this was to potentially being. So yeah. So this is the situation right here. Boise State would have made the college football playoffs if it was not for the Mizzou championship. That's exactly what the bracket just showed us. Because at a 10-2 record, they would have jumped over the 9-3 Virginia Tech Hokies to make the playoffs. Indiana was 15 entering the week. They could only go as high as numbers. They could only go up to 15 because they were so far out. That's the only problem that they ran into. As we mentioned, if you see a star by your conference, that means you're going to get in. Neither of those teams, the SEC did not have a star by the conference. So the only person that looks like would have made the playoffs would have been Texas Tech, and of course they lost. So this is your situation. It's crazy. We know. Another controversial end, but hey, that's the playoffs. That's the playoffs for you. But I'm gonna have KD go to the award winners real quick. But that's your breakdown. I know it's controversial. I see a lot of people in the chat. Crazy work. Slow down, Slim. Hey, this is why it's so key to be in a great position. This is why it's so key to be in a great position when it comes to KRCC. Chris Jones is the Heisman winner. We're gonna go to the award winners. And if you can remember, we have it in the chat for the plus whatever you're going to get. Sole Player of the Year, Chris Jones for West Virginia. We can move on to the next person. They beat Lenore Sellers out for the Player of the Year. But what Anthony's had that linebacker doing? There ain't no way. Basically, that's what the committee is showing right now. That it wouldn't have mattered. That's what it's kind of showing right now. So we got to pay attention to that for season 5. Head coach of the year is Dre Day. He is safe, as you see. He's 48-9. But hey, you know that fan base. He got a 2-3 bowl record. You know that fan base is ready to call for his head. We got to do something in these playoffs. Okay, moving on to the next one. Best quarterback was, of course, Lenore Sellers. By the way, I am so happy that he's going to be leaving. I am so happy he's going to be leaving. I am gladly going to say that on stream. He beat out Deshaun Vick and Lamar Jackson for the best quarterback. Moving along. Best defensive player was also Chris Jones, who also won the Heisman and Player of the Year. Exactly. That coach is heated. Best defensive back is Jason Keekly from West Virginia. West Virginia, hey, you racking up the awards now. Racking up the awards. Okay, moving on. Best running back is Tavani Mazzell, the running back from Kentucky. He defeated Rick Man, hold on, man. Hey, Antheus. Rick Darius is a wide receiver. We'll leave alone, man. We'll leave alone. I ain't got no rule with that. I see y'all, though. Just know I see y'all. Okay, moving along. Best wide receiver is Nick Harbor, the senior from West Virginia. As y'all know, he was with South Carolina, but West Virginia was able to pull him off in the second season. He's been there ever since. Beat out Jalen Smith, the wide receiver from Michigan State, and Deshaun Jackson, the freshman from Cal, to get this award. Moving along. The Lombardi Award goes to Marquez Parker, the defensive end from Cincinnati. He defeated Colin Hurd and Antoine Smith for the award. And we can push on to the next person. The United's Golden Arm Award went to Lenore Sellers. He beat out Darian Mensah, the senior from Cal, for the award. Okay. Best defensive end is also Marquez Parker, the defensive end from Cincinnati. He beat Antoine Smith and Colin Hurd out for the award. Let's see. Best interior lineman is going to go to Andrew Dennis because that's the highest rated user on here. Best tight end is Devontae Pride, the tight end from Kentucky. He defeated Trayvon Thomas for the award for best tight end. Moving along. The Broyles Award will go to Kentucky. He had the best offensive coordinator. We might be getting towards to the end of the awards, I believe. Okay, so best linebacker is Chris Jones. I don't know if we looked at that award yet. Okay, best center goes to Jamie Hartley, the center from Cal. So, Rail, if you tune in, I think that's a +4, if I'm not mistaken. The best kicker, ain't nobody up there as kicker. Keep moving. Is anybody? Nope, ain't nobody on there for the kicker. I guess nobody decided. I guess there really was no pun intended. All right, the best punter is James Shelley from Auburn. Auburn won the best punter. Chris probably ain't punted the ball not one time. They're probably CPU. Jalen Smith is the best wide receiver. Or excuse me, the best returner. My bad. He beat out Jermichael Toon for the award. So BG, if you tune in, that's a +4 for your returner. Okay, we're back to the beginning. All right, let's move on to the bowl games and see what user bowl games is going to be taking place. What's going on, Ryan? Congratulations. Welcome to the playoffs. Bowl matchups. Let's see. So we got Michigan State playing. Oh, we're going to go back up for me real quick. I see a couple of user matchups. Oh, brother, I got to play Boise State again at the Citrus Bowl. Jesus, will he mad about the playoff win? Y'all pray for me. We'll street streaming that game sometime tomorrow. Don't beat me too bad, buddy. We got the Rely Quest Bowl. BG, you get your first crack at that Michigan State team. You get to play Indiana. Shed, you're gonna get a chance to go against Georgia State in the First Responder Bowl. Cincinnati and Kansas at the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Get them Pop-Tarts, dog. Get the Pop-Tarts. Tev is taking on East Carolina at the Holiday Bowl. Hey, lock in at the Holiday Bowl, bro. Make sure make sure nephew and them cook. Let's see. Moving along at the Texas Bowl is FIU going against USC. Oh, we got the new coach from Michigan State is guaranteeing a win against Indiana. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we can go on down some. Let's try to find another user matchup. Okay, so of course y'all see the playoffs are also included in this. I'm trying to see if there's any more user matchups. I don't see any at the moment. There might be all the user matchups. Low key, we'll see. Oh, I see Texas Tech. So you got Texas Tech going up against UConn at the Gator Bowl. You got Virginia Tech going against NC State at the Duke's Mayo Bowl. You got Utah going against Middle Tennessee at the Sun Bowl. You got Florida going against Northern Illinois at the Music City Bowl. So I think that's all the bowl matchups right there. And one more thing I want to get my boy KD to check, and that's the top classes as far as recruiting. And then we're going to wrap this up. And for you guys in the playoffs, man, get y'all game out of the way. Get your game out of the way. It don't make no sense. It should not take 48 hours to play this game. Okay, go back to the action. Trying to find to see where they're recruiting at, because it's not. It may be early signing if you see early signing. Okay, there it is. So he's going to the early signing day. And we're going to go to the recruiting top classes. And here's your top 10. At number 1 is Michigan State with the number 1 class. Number 2 is TCU with the number 2 class. Number 3 is Florida with the number 3 class. Georgia Tech is at number 4, another top 5 class. Tev, they're not hearing it, brother. You got to get it done, man. Number 5 class in the country is Cal. Cal has an unprecedented 24-star players. Good Lord. Number 6 is the number 1 team in the country, Kentucky. Number 7 is Boston College with an unprecedented 4 5-star players, 10 4-stars. No, this is going to be a wild race. At number 9, at number 8, Virginia Tech is the 9th team in the country. They got 3 5-stars, 11 4-stars. You got Auburn sitting at number 10. They got 16 4-stars, but they are the 9th class. And I'm going to get Katie to scroll down just a bit to see who could be that 10th class right now. So we've named off 9, and it's West Virginia sitting at number 16. And it's also in the top 25. You got SMU in the top 25. You got Louisville in the top 25. You got Cincinnati, and I may get you scroll down to just the 2015. Let's see if that's a user. And it's Iowa State, and it's Boise State. Now, Boise State making a run at the top 25 at 26. So, that's the recruiting class. But y'all, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to mention the games in the chat that are scheduled to be played. Get the games in. I can't stress this enough. Get the games in. They made college football playoffs. It should not take forever to play your game. Good luck to the 12 teams still alive, or 11. Good luck to the 11 teams that are still in the playoffs. Good luck to all of you guys. We will be commentating. If you want your game commentated, please let me know. We will work it out to get it scheduled. I will be commentating the semifinals and the national championship game. So good luck to the teams that are in. And good luck to the next winner. Are we going to have a new winner? We have not had a repeat champ. Louisville is the current champ right now. We have not had a repeat winner. So let's see what's going to happen. But until then, this is the playoff show, and we will see when we commentate. Good luck to the teams left.